Yo, what's up, guys? Wanted to make a quick little video to share with you guys what's been going on, keep you guys in the loop. I'm in Chiang Mai right now. It's staying in one of the small hotels I used to crash at a lot back in the day, and it's really awesome. It goes to say it's like kind of like really my second home. Even walking in the streets makes me feel I can't stop smiling. Even walking in the streets, just doing random shit. But yeah, so it's having an awesome time here. But on top of it, yesterday was freaking dope. Like, we went to one of the like pre-conference type things. It's not, part of the real conference, but it's like a closed group just for the members who are like, paying members for the Daryl's group and everything. So it's just like, 20, 25 people max, I think. And, but it's really awesome. I got to get to know people, what they're doing, like literally what their goals are, where they're at, and, down to what PBN strategies they're using, everything, where they're buying their domains and everything. It was really awesome, right? It got really personal. We got one-on-one with people that are in our space that are doing really well. So it was that was cool. And on top of it, the most awesome part was that since there were a lot of SEOs that are trying to get clients, most of them are we are in client SEO there was a huge lack of like sales ability, right? A lot of, as we know in the space, a lot of SEOs are not the greatest sales. And when my partner started to give some tips on sales, he was instantly recognized as somebody who's really good at it. So Daryl asked him to go and speak up front, and he was up there for like 40 minutes answering everybody's question. So that was pretty dope. Made me look really, really good. So yeah, I have the whole thing recorded, and I'm thinking of uploading here, but at the same time I'm trying to convince the guy to open his own YouTube channel because he's amazing at talking. I didn't even know how good this guy is at talking and controlling crowds and everything. Everybody's having a blast, like we're like laughing. It was awesome. So I'm trying to convince him to actually open a YouTube channel so he can give tips on just selling SEO, just selling digital products, and period, right? That's what it's going to be on. So if we go through with that, we're going to we're going to upload that video up there. Then I'm putting a link below, and yeah, so I think that's going to happen because we also recorded a little video back in Koh Samui for that. So we just got to put that videos up. Anyways, I'll share with you guys that later of exactly how to sell SEO. But his sales strategy is more face-to-face, over the phone, and a lot more personal, right? Probably more geared towards people who are doing SEO locally, right? Meaning that you're getting clients. If you're in America, you're getting clients and you live in America, things like that, right? That being said, the other part that was amazing is that Daryl's basically just going through what we want to get tips on, right? And he gave a few topics out, and we all kind of voted on email and webinar marketing, right? And now, as you guys know, before I left New York, I just was getting into that, right? I put a video out where I said these are all the ways you can get clients that I know. Currently we're doing cold calling, cold emailing, but what I want to get to is a little bit of webinar marketing and email marketing, right? So he went through that, and it was perfect because now I took notes on it. I saw exactly his process, the tools he uses, his entire mindset through it. So that's amazing. So in the next, after maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to put some videos up of, how I create my own little funnel. But more than a funnel, what I like to call it is like a sales asset. It's really amazing if this works, what it can do. Because webinar marketing, what the goal is really like, as we are sending out emails, which is everyday outreach, as we are making cold calls, putting our time and effort into it, with a webinar, you would have one perfect geared sales process, right? Video recorded yourself of, hey, roofer, what you will need to do is you're here now, and what you're going to get to is, what I was able to do for these guys here, like that, right? Boom, done. Now all you need is to make people watch it. How? Facebook ads, AdWords, whatever you want to use. Maybe even email marketing, grow a list. But whatever it is, basically, it's a series of contacts, right? Let's say I'm doing email marketing. Maybe I have like 10 emails, right? 10 values I'm going to send. Oh, if you're, a roofer here, this is an easy way for you to do your own social media. Give them some tips. And then the end of the email, a soft sale of, oh, if you want to see more of how you can leverage your marketing, you can watch this webinar here, free webinar, right? Then boom. If they sign up and go to see their free webinar, now they're getting sold by something that is not taking my time, right? And it's not even costing me money other than the traffic. You should run some paid traffic to a Facebook ads, things like that, which if I do, I'm going to get into. And, but yeah, basically that's going on whenever they watch at their own time. And at the end of the webinar, they can opt in. They'll have like one of those calendar, signups, basically they can opt in at a calendar time. And for a one-on-one consultation with me, screen share consultation, boom. And on my side, what did it look like? I'll just get an email like somebody signed up. This is their information. It's their phone number. Somebody signed up to get on a one-on-one consultation with you at this time. And that's it. That's freaking dope, right? So I'm really excited for that, to get that started once I get back. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, the main thing I really want to get out to this video is this. Even in this group where we're sitting with a lot of these SEOs who are really good at what they do, people have clients, one or two of the people actually have over 50 to 80 clients, I think, right? One person had over 100 clients. But even then, they were really interested in how to get the sales down to a science when you're abroad, right? It's a big thing, right? If you live in Chiang Mai, if you live in India, if you live anywhere around the world, and you're trying to get clients in America, trying to get clients in UK, how can we do it in a systematized way that actually brings in good results, right? So there's a few tips thrown around, and I'm just gonna wrap it up and give you guys my best shot at it right now. Okay, this is how it goes. You want to get clients in America, clients abroad, first world countries, and you live Asia and you're living that life. How are you going to do it? This is what I believe it goes down to. 3 tips. All right. Number 1. This is 70% of the thing, right? If you do this, you have 70% of the sale down. And that is, bring your outreach down to a schedule. It's not going to sound sexy. It's not going to, you've heard of it 100 times before, but then again, a lot of us, heard it, like I said, heard it 100 times and we still don't prioritize it, right? This is the number 1 thing, guys. I went to that thing. I was even thinking like, there must be some other ways to, do the outreach with some ninja techniques that would, convert better. This is the number 1 thing, right? Whatever method you're using. If you're doing fake video emails, you're doing video audits, whatever your email method is, get it down to a schedule, right? Down to a point where it is not something that needs too much willpower for you to get into. What it'll look like is, hey, I'm going to send 15 emails every single day, period. Whatever is happening else in my life, I'm sending 15 emails, right? It takes what, an hour or 2, right? That should be your main bread and butter. Boom. So for me, you guys know it looks like, I do my morning routine, then I start sending my video emails. I send 10 a day, right? And that's so little, and I still get traction, right? So if you guys are doing 15 to 20, you're going to be doubling that. Whatever it is, get it down to a point where it's not using too much of your willpower, but it's more like a habit, right? It's like a checklist. Every day I get up, or, whenever it is part of your routine, I send these emails out. Done. If you can do that consistently and you do nothing else, you just have more bats at the ball. What is that saying? I don't know. You just have more chances. It is a numbers game, and you're going to get better, and you're going to get clients, right? That's the number 1 thing. But the second thing would be this. From what I see, right? A lot of the people, when we were sitting there, I realized that they, some of them don't maybe are not really like a student of sales, right? At least what the vibe I got. Now, you guys know I'm not really good at sales, right? But I'm fascinated by it. I've been reading sales book way before SEO, right? I love reading scripts. Whenever I hear somebody, if I talk to my friend about who's working in life insurance for a long time, I ask them. It always comes into conversation. Did they change the script from before? That comes into conversation when I'm saying hi. because I want to get the newest version. I like to compare with the older one. I go literally like, I wonder why the newest person the company hired for this $1 million business, why they changed, added a few more pauses here. I'm fascinated by sales. And to make that happen, I would advise you guys to start becoming a student of sales, right? Read some books on it. Get Spin Selling. If you haven't read this book, Spin Selling, get it. It's one of the best books I've ever read on selling. It's literally what I call is the power of now is for mindset. Spin Selling is for sales. Every chapter you get like a mini epiphany on, oh shit, this was why this works. This is why big companies do this, right? It's awesome. Again, it's not a direct tip, but it goes with the whole thing. If you're fascinated in sales, it's going to make the whole outreach a lot more fun, right? Not dreadful. So that goes with it, right? Again, a lot of times it just comes down to what it is, what you have to do to make yourself do the things you have to do. Get it? Right? You have to send those 10 to 15 emails. Being fascinated in sales is going to make that easier. Second tip. Third tip would be this. Wait, what was it? I had it in my mind before I started, when I was starting the video. This. Get every form of contact down and planned. So what I mean by that is, we are sending video emails, right? If you use, I don't know what, if you use my method, it's basically I show them SEMrush and a few other tips. We're sending that, right? But a lot of times people send that and then the reply is just out there, right? We are just trying to send these emails and try to get somebody interested. But once they're interested, we don't have systematized or, pre-framed things we want to send to them, right? Get those down. If somebody says, I'm interested, what are you going to reply? If somebody says, this costs too much, what are you going to reply? Obviously, it's going to be a little more personalized based on what the client is, but the main things, like a few of the main stuff that you want to show them should be always the same for every client, right? Have those down. The presentation should be completely planned, right? Entire from A to Z, what you're going to show them, the thought process you're going to take them through, you should have it down. Again, it's going to be a little different for every client, but the main things that you want to get it out to them, the competitors, what they're doing, the, what they're missing out, the return on investment they could be having if they were to jump on with you, you want to show them. These things should be completely streamlined. The point is, and the reason why I call it's more of a mindset than technique is because what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a series of things to send to the client, right? Video email. If they reply this, they get this. If they reply that, they get this. Once they're interested, I show them this. A series of things that you're going to make them go through that you completely trust. At the end of it, when these are made, you would feel like, I'm sending one of the best video emails. I know. Okay? If they reply this, I should reply. If they say it's too much, I should reply with this. And I believe that this reply to this objection has a high chance of bringing them forward, right? And once you have this complete part and you believe that for your entire cycle, what's going to happen is you're going to take the pressure of yourself and you're going to put it on the system, right? You know what? When we had those times like, damn, last week that guy was interested and he asked that question, then I answered this and he never replied again. I blew that. That bogs us down. That kind of takes, discourages us, right? When we have it down to a system like boom, 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 this is one of the best things that I can reply, and this is how I know it. I know if I run numbers through this, there's going to be a high chance of conversion. Now the stress is on the system, and the system you believe. It's not on you. Now it's just your job to go through the numbers for converting them. It's going to make it 10 times easier. All right, guys? So that's really what I got out of this, and if you're watching this right, create this right now. A lot of people, even in in this group right now, of concentrated people who are doing so well, having trouble with sales, right? So all of us should be bringing it down to a systematized process like this, so that when we run these prospects through it, it converts these clients, right? So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully you got something out of that. In the near future, I'm going to be showing some videos on exactly of my funnel, you may call it, of what it's going to look like. But I'm super excited to already just get back and start implementing some of these stuff. And but yeah, stay at it. And soon I'm going to be uploading some videos of the conference tomorrow. Peace.